I have a personal testimony for myself. When my wife and I sat down, it was hard to have some discussion. We had a discussion about advanced directives. I wanted a DNR. She was not aware. And it was these are conversations that are hard to have. And I think ultimately a lot of clients are uncomfortable really facing the fact that they're talking about death. So what's your coaching or how do you like counsel your potential clients or clients about that?
Yeah, that's a great question. For me in my practice, I guess I'm fortunate that I'm working with younger people who really aren't thinking imminently. It's much more of a like, oh my God, what if, and so I'm not dealing with imminent death on a daily basis, which I can imagine would be very hard. But like, I guess going back to my West Coast disposition, I do try to keep it as light as possible. And that is one of the things that I really pride myself on, is trying to help clients like read through and talk about these things and keep it as light as it possibly can be. And just let them know that, again, reminding them that it's just an act of love that they're doing, that it's not about them so much as it really is about what they're leaving behind for their loved ones. But it is a challenging conversation, and but I always, just try to get them to understand how important it is to have this now rather than later. And I do have stories of people say, I guess one of the things we never want to leave behind us is conflict. And imagine the conflict that could arise if a parent passes away and there's two siblings and they each think that the mom would have wanted something completely different. Right? That could be such a point of contention. It could really destroy the family.
Oh, for sure. I mean, money is not an easy topic for a lot of us. And if it's unclear and there's already some tension.
Or end of life wishes, not only money, but especially the end of life. One thinks that mom would want to stay on life support and the other thinks, no, she wouldn't. These are wedges that can last for generations. And so
yes,
that's what I really try to instill in them, that doing it now is such an act of love and gift.
So one of the things I appreciate, I'm going to throw in something for my part. Like I have a very a big family, and when my father and my aunt passed away relatively quickly, months of each other, we were aware as a family what their wishes were because they had a living trust. There was no lack of clarity on the fact that both of them didn't want a DNR. Both had power of attorneys for decisions for property or money or the accounts, who got what. But I can completely see what you're talking about, where there's lack of clarity. And wow, I can't imagine if we didn't know. Because honestly, I thought especially my aunt, who was so vivacious, I would have thought that she would want us to do everything we could. But luckily, the document said no. She doesn't want it to be where she's a vegetable or is forever and not having meaningful brain activity. To her, that didn't sound like life. So.
And it, like, you see that it is a gift, and imagine the alternative, right? Where people are, and especially when you have a big family, everyone's got an opinion, right? I know I come from a big family and everybody has an opinion. But
you met my family, I think.
What?
So you met my family, it seems.
Yeah.